Hi, I'm Charlie from BRIYM, and I'm delighted that we've added to our support package for staff. In BRIYM, we try to have a three-pronged approach where we're looking after students, parents and staff. And staff are really important to us. You know, as BRIYM, we are teachers who are therapists, and it's run by a brilliant SLT team who've had a huge amount of experience in schools. And I'm sure you know about the suicide prevention that's coming into schools from 2026. And we've developed a package to support teachers to deliver this really, really well. And I'm here with Jess, who's one of our senior leadership team. And we've developed this package. And Jess, I'd love you to tell me a little bit more about the package that we developed.
Yeah, so we've created a training package that's based in research and is there to support staff with how best to teach. So we're not training you in what to teach. Yeah. A lot of schools will already have a curriculum that's set up for RSE and PSHE, and it's up to those providers to update the actual content of the lessons. But how we teach suicide is really important. There's specific language that we don't use anymore and we do use. There's a way that we can make it a safe conversation. We don't need to be going into nitty-gritty. We don't want to accidentally glamorize or promote. And there's all these little things that we could be doing without intention that the training addresses so that you feel really confident in how to teach suicide prevention, because that's what we want. We're teachers and our workload is always being added to and it's always evolving and adapting, and we're not against that. We think it's great that suicide prevention has been added, but we really want staff in schools to feel confident with this because it does need addressing, but it needs addressing in the right way.
I totally agree. Now that I'm a therapist too, obviously you have more understanding of how to talk to people about suicide. I think back to being just a teacher, and I would be quite frightened because I wouldn't want to do anything wrong, obviously. And I really, teachers are wonderful people, aren't they? And they try and do the best job they can. But I think this specifically is also quite a tricky topic to talk about. People have a different experience of suicide, and how we make sure we're supporting teachers to deliver that well to whoever's in front of them is really, really important. And we're passionate about that.
Absolutely. I mean, we look at the statistics around suicide with young people and it's really quite alarming. And so what we need to make sure that we're doing is teaching suicide without giving ideas that aren't already there. And little nuances like that can be quite off-putting to a teacher. As a previously a teacher as well, I worked in primary more, and there isn't really clear guidance on how we should be teaching primary age because it just says age appropriate work. So it's about what is right for our pupils. So we're supporting secondary staff because that's where they're going to get into the nitty gritty a little bit more.
Yeah.
But we're here to support all teachers with this. And as therapists, our role is quite different when a child talks about suicide with us. So we do talk about how to manage that alongside your safeguarding procedures. We have really practical ways for schools to be supporting a child who might be discussing suicide ideation that is alongside safeguarding but actually deals with suicide properly and safely. We're here to support in all the ways that we can. Our training is specifically now for the new DfE guidance that has been stated has to be implemented by 2026 September. Yep. So it's coming up and we're ready. So we just we're here and we've got your backs, and we are the mental health professionals that can support you, because the DfE put in their guidance that schools have to get support from mental health professionals. So we are those, and we are here to support you in whichever way we can. And just on that, the way BRIYM is going to be delivering the training, you can either jump on training alongside loads of other schools up and down the country and approach it from that point of view. But we also do offer a school, your school only training where your team, who are going to be teaching RSE and PSHE, can come on board and have it just for your school, so that there can be greater discussion within your team, so that we offer it in that respect as well. So, yeah.
Great. I'm really excited and about making sure we can support the teachers really well. And you're right, that mental health support from us, because we've got knowledge of education too, I think it's beneficial to schools because we understand what it's like to be in the classroom too. Thanks, Jess. So what would you say to schools, or, maybe the whoever's thinking about September 2026 in school, about how they're going to deliver what they're required to deliver, what would you say for them to do to contact us, and what would you like them to do?
So first of all, don't worry, don't panic.
Great.
Actually look at the DFE guidance that's been published already.
Yep.
And familiarise yourself with it. It isn't as bad as it might sound, and it's not as scary as it might sound, but there are definite changes in there. Get in touch with us. And when you do get in touch with us, it would be really great if you had an idea of who's going to be teaching RSE and PSHE come September, because what we want to do is be training the right staff. So we'll be offering training from Easter, so that last term, so that you can get it prepared. We'll still be offering training in September time, and it might be that you choose not to teach the suicide prevention until later in the next academic year, so that you've got that time. But first of all, don't worry, we've got it covered. We've done all the background work, and you just need to get in touch with us, and we can make the training just what you need.
Brilliant. And so I just totally agree with Jess. Just get in touch. We can help you. Make sure that your teachers are prepared, ready for September 2026.